Do not throw that wine, Lauren. What you are about to interrupt is the exact evidence I need to put your husband behind bars. Those were the whispered words of a complete stranger who slid into my booth at Prime, one of Chicago's most exclusive steakhouses. My name is Lauren, 33 years old, and I am a forensic accountant who was just seconds away from creating the biggest public scandal of my life. Before I continue this story, let me know where you are watching from in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe if you have ever discovered a betrayal so deep it changed the course of your entire life. I was sitting alone at a corner booth staring at a plate of untouched oysters and listening to the soft jazz playing overhead. My husband Travis, a 35-year-old wealth manager who thrived on perfectly tailored suits and high-stakes client dinners, was supposed to be celebrating our 5th anniversary with me. We had booked this reservation 3 months in advance. Instead, my phone buzzed loudly against the white tablecloth. I picked it up to read his latest text. "So sorry, babe. The merger files are a total disaster. Stuck at the office until at least 10. Order whatever you want and put it on my card. Love you." I sighed and set the phone down. I was accustomed to coming second to Travis's career. It was the price of marrying a rising star in the financial district. But as I reached for my wine glass, my eyes caught a reflection in the massive decorative mirror spanning the far wall of the dimly lit restaurant. 2 tables behind me, tucked into a secluded alcove, sat Travis. He was not reviewing merger files. He was leaning across a candlelit table, passionately kissing a blonde woman in a red silk dress. My heart pounded against my ribs like a trapped bird. I turned my head just a fraction to get a direct view without making it obvious. The woman laughed, throwing her head back, and the ambient light caught her face perfectly. It was Brittany, my younger sister. The sheer audacity of it left me completely breathless. Growing up in our family, Brittany was the undisputed golden child. She had always managed to get everything she wanted, usually by taking it directly from me. If I got a new sweater, she borrowed it and ruined it. If I made the honor roll, she threw a tantrum until our parents bought her a car to soothe her anxiety. And now she was sitting in my favorite restaurant on my anniversary, kissing my husband. My analytical brain immediately started connecting dots I had previously ignored. The unexplained late-night phone calls. Brittany's sudden ability to afford a luxury penthouse downtown despite her entry-level marketing salary. Travis's absolute insistence on managing my sister's modest investment portfolio for free. He had claimed it was a favor to family. Rage, hot and blinding, surged through my veins. I grabbed the stem of my heavy crystal wine glass. It was full of expensive Cabernet. I envisioned walking the 15 steps to their table and pouring the dark red liquid directly over Travis's pristine white shirt and Brittany's designer dress. I wanted them to feel a fraction of the intense humiliation washing over me. I pushed my chair back, my grip tightening on the glass, ready to explode. Before I could even stand up, a man slid smoothly into the leather booth directly across from me. He was broad-shouldered, wearing a sharp but understated charcoal suit, and looked to be in his late 30s. His hand darted out across the table, wrapping firmly but gently around my wrist, pinning the wine glass to the table. "Do not throw that wine, Lauren," he whispered, his dark eyes locking onto mine with intense focus. "What you are about to interrupt is the exact evidence I need to put your husband behind bars." I stared at him, my shock momentarily overriding my anger. "Who are you?" I demanded, keeping my voice low so as not to draw attention from the surrounding tables. "And how do you know my name?" He released my wrist and casually picked up a menu, holding it up as if we were simply 2 colleagues discussing the appetizer list. "My name is Dominic. I am an investigator with the Securities and Exchange Commission. We have been watching Travis closely for 6 months." My mind raced to catch up. "Watching him for what? Cheating on his wife?" Dominic let out a short, humorless laugh. "If only it were that simple. Your husband is running a highly sophisticated embezzlement ring using his clients' offshore accounts. And your sister over there is not just his mistress. She is acting as his primary money mule." I looked back at the mirror. Travis was handing Brittany a thick manila envelope. She slipped it into her oversized designer tote bag with a practiced ease that made my stomach physically churn. This was not just a family betrayal. This was a massive federal crime happening right in front of me. "Why are you telling me this?" I asked Dominic, forcing myself to look away from the mirror and focus on the federal agent sitting at my table. "Because, Lauren, you are a forensic accountant," Dominic said, leaning in closer until I could smell the faint scent of coffee and cedar. "Travis has been using your firm's proprietary software to hide his tracks. He thinks you are too blind with love to notice the financial discrepancies. But I know you are not. I need someone on the inside to trace the final transfers before he moves the money permanently next week. If you confront him now, he spooks, the money disappears, and both he and your sister walk away completely clean." I sat there, my entire world completely dismantled in the span of 10 minutes. My husband was a criminal. My sister was his accomplice and his lover. And a federal agent was sitting across from me asking me to help destroy them both. I looked down at the wineglass I had been so eager to throw.